Hi, fellow reefers, I'm Eddie of Eddie's Reef Aquaria. Today's video, I'm going to do it on one of the recent corals that I got from Worldwide Corals, the Rainbow Echinata. It's a beautiful coral. Matter of fact, I'm starting to create a little garden of these type of corals. They are from the family of acans, but well, I'll go into it briefly. So I thought I'd do the video on this. I know that previously I have done a video on acans and a video on Echinata. But I thought I shoot this video due to the fact that it was one of the recent acquisitions that I got. And although, like I just mentioned previously, that I have done a video, I believe, on the Echinatas, I thought I'd shoot one on this one because it's rainbow color and it's beautiful. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a deep dive. Okay, so here we are focused at the coral. On the top portion, that's another Echinata, also very rare. I got that one also at Worldwide Corals. And what they explained to us that 1 out of 400 come out to be that orange color that you see there. Now this one on the bottom is the one we're going to talk about today. The Echinata, actually called, they are from the family of Echinacea Echinata. It's a colorful large polyp stony coral. In other words, an LPS coral. They do come from the acan family. Now the acan Echinata is one of the easiest of the LPS large polyp stony corals to care for. They do not need to be fed since they usually dissolve organics in the tank for nourishment, like let's say fish poop. But I personally really do feed them. As you know, people that follow me and to check out my videos, you'll see that I feed my reef from Reef Nutrition. I feed it phyto feeds, oyster feeds. I also feed from Polylab Reefroids. And then I add different trace elements. Although I'm doing bi-weekly or weekly water change, I'll add amino acids, and I'll also add replenish. Both that I just mentioned are from Brightwell Aquatics. Those are like to replenish the trace elements and minerals, because as you must be aware, the tank, I know it's not fully populated how I really would want to see it, but there's enough substantial corals for me to recognize and know that they are consuming these minerals and so on and on, and besides the protein skimmer on. So although I'll be honest with you, I have cut back a little on the feeding because I am feeding a lot, and although there's a purpose for that, most of it is to keep my NO3, the nitrates, around 5, that's what's healthy for all of the animals, specifically targeting the SPS. And also the PO4, in other words, the phosphates, keep them about 2, 5, or 8. Now they're running 8. So the purpose of feeding all of my fish daily is actually that. But I'm noticing that I've gotten a little algae, and that's due to the amount of feeding that I've gotten. And I've also have added a new cleanup crew. I added a couple of Trochus snails, which are gorgeous. They're big. I was going to do the video on that actually, but they hide during the day. They hide on the back, and then they come out at night. But well, that'll be a video for another day. Well, moving on. When it comes to like the care of this type of coral, you should provide a low water movement and moderate lighting. Where they're at there now is finally fine, because the water flow is low. Because as you notice, they're like, I glued them in a way that they're like encrusting on that little, shall we call it, little cave. And they are on the middle quadrant, so the conditions as per research would be ideal. Now, where are Echinacea corals found? Well, the Echinacea Echinatas are found from the Red Sea to the Marshall Islands and also around Australia, especially in the Great Barrier Reef, the Coral Sea, the Elizabeth Reef in the east. Now, the Echinacea incarnata live in a wide range of habitats on the reef and are found at depths, I would say, from 0 to 98 feet. They rarely occur over 3 feet in diameter. You know, they can actually grow and grow and grow and look similar to a favia or a favitas, but the maximum that they've seen in the wild is up to 3 feet, which would be humongous. Now, when it comes to feeding, they feed through a symbiotic relationship with marine algae known as zooxanthellae, in which they receive some of their nutrients. Now, they also capture planktonite organisms like zooplankton, food particles from the water column, and can absorb the source organics plus small prey and LPS pellets, which I ordered some from Brightwell, and I'll do a video on that, where there's these little sinking pellets that you actually feed the LPS on each of their mouths, their heads, and it's very beneficial and very healthy for them. Now, they feed at night, extending thick, tangled tentacles. Now, when it comes to the care level, I would say that it's relatively easy to keep. And when it comes to the water chemistry, well, if you follow me, when I say within normal limits, that means normal parameters. And they will not do well in pristine water chemistry. So what I'm trying to say here is that you cannot have, I'm targeting actually the nutrient level. So what I'm trying to say here is that you cannot have non-traceable nitrates and non-traceable phosphates. You must have a traceable amount. When it comes to that, like I was mentioning briefly, and I've said it in other previous videos, your nitrates for a mixed reef, and even again targeting the SPS, should be, I'd say, between 5 and 10. No higher than 10. If you go higher than 10, then you are going to start to develop algae. And then when it comes to the phosphates, I would say if it's all SPS dominated, I would say 2 parts. But being this a mixed reef, I'd say between 5, 8. Right now, like I mentioned previously, I'm running 8. Well, and there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it interesting, educational, and fun. If you did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And next to it, as you notice, there's a little bell, that's the notification bell. So if you hit that, you'll activate on your device your notifications. And when I upload a video, which is usually weekly, you'll be the first ones to know that Eddie's Reef Aquaria uploaded a video. So keep safe out there. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, happy reefing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.